Hi, friends. I'm coming to you today feeling a little somber, um, a lot overwhelmed, and I'm imagining that you probably are too. Um, as a writer, we are often looked to have the words in situations where we are struggling with how to express ourselves. And I'm on here today struggling to find the words that express everything that I'm feeling in this moment. And I don't have a plan for this video. I just wanted to come on here and talk. Um, in part because it makes me feel a little more connected to you, whomever you are, who might happen to want to listen and know that you're not alone. So here I am. You're not alone. I am struggling mostly with how to remain a an empathetic, compassionate human in a world that is currently expressing a great deal of inhumanity, because I don't want to be changed by that. It is enough that I no longer have the innocence of not knowing what I know now. It is enough that I have been made to accept some truths that I didn't want to accept. I didn't want to believe of my fellow humans on this earth, that I didn't want to believe them capable. It's hard. It's hard to find the space in between the fear and the outrage to reflect. And I know that a lot of the purpose of what we're seeing out there, the actions of our government against the populace, I know that those actions are meant to bully and brutalize us into silence. And I suppose maybe that's why I felt the need to come on today and speak, to start speaking, even though I don't know I have the words, because how many people have I seen mention in comments on social media or elsewhere that they don't know what to do, that it's all too overwhelming and they don't know what the next best step is. And I guess my response to that always is, it depends. It depends on where you're at or who you are, what your situation is. The next best step is the one that keeps you moving forward while still being you, while still maintaining and hanging on to your empathy and your compassion, however hard it is to hold on to those in the face of this brutality. I have a story that I shared. It's an old parable. I shared it in the book I wrote, The Lighthouse Guide. And it's the story you may have heard, the parable of the long spoons. I'm just going to read it real quick. But it illustrates how the circumstances we view as hellish or heavenly may remain identical except for how the people treat one another. And the story goes like this. After death, souls are sent to heaven and hell. In each location, the inhabitants are seated along either side of tables piled with food, but all they have for utensils are long spoons, too long to feed oneself. The situations are entirely identical. In hell, the people cannot cooperate and consequently starve. In heaven, the diners feed one another across the table and are sated and happy. The story speaks to how community, cooperation, and love are all that separates heaven from hell. And I guess that's where I fall out right now. Today, as I'm still processing everything that's happening, we're all experiencing these events at the same time. But how it feels to us, maybe how powerless we feel, how awful it feels, that the difference is in whether we meet this moment as a community in love and cooperation, standing up for one another, caring for one another, or whether we choose to isolate ourselves in fear. I'm scared. I will be honest. That's one of the feelings I'm feeling right now. But also mad as hell. Outraged. Outraged that there are people out there that feel that they can step onto our streets and steal our loved ones from us. No, that will never be okay. That will never be all right. And as long as I have a voice, I will still speak out. And even though I may not always have the perfect words, I will still speak out. Speak out. Speak out. And know that I am speaking with you. And together, we will be a chorus they cannot ignore. Thanks for listening. And in case you haven't heard it today, I am so glad you were born. Until next time.